reservations against letter S, but my acharya said not to use it. So I'm not going to use it for a period of time. If
Hmm.
somebody insists on it, I tell them, see, listen, my you lose strength from one dimension. I'll tell them clearly. Okay, but I'll work on the other dimensions and give you something. But you will not get 100% because that's not what the Shastra, gave me. But even if you increase one dimension, that is still an increment in your life. Just like your name total. Just by
Hmm.
having a certain name total, it's an increment to you, right? It's a bonus from what you had before.
True.
Same thing. One dimension itself is will give you some bonus. But when you have an opportunity to get it corrected from all different ways possible, then I think it's best to make use of it.
So, so this is like a like, so maybe 50% or maybe rough guess, or 40% of people will be having names starting with S.
Yeah, very large
So
percentage. Yeah.
they need to go through name change in some.
It seems that way, but I noticed again. See, that's the thing. Uh, people who are coming to us, today's pandemic is not letter S. Actually, that is not the problem. Today's
Okay.
problem is all our names are very short. If you want to keep S, I don't care. But have a long name.
Long
Okay.
frame. Can you give a brief example?
So this is how it is, Anna. So for example, you're talking about friendly numbers, friendly combination, enemy combinations, and things like that.
Hmm.
You go a step further. So, for example, your ruling number is 1,
Okay.
okay,
Hmm.
and your destiny is 2, for example,
Okay.
okay, and one is basically sun, 2 is basically moon, masculine,
Hmm.
feminine.
Hmm.
Having those two within your date of birth is a good thing because they don't fight with each other.
Okay.
They balance each other.
Hmm.
So you can think of it as balance, or you can think of it as mood swings. Correct.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
With masculine and feminine, it's not about, I mean, it can be both, right? When you're, uh, when you don't know how to utilize it, it
Hmm.
feels like you're out of balance. That's what we're calling as mood swings.
Oh,
At
yes.
one point, you're taking very aggressive, proper
Hmm.
decisions. Another time, for something very simple, you're contemplating 100 different ways emotionally.
Hmm.
Okay? The feminine is acting that way. Masculine is saying, hey, take the decision. What's wrong with you? It's right in front of you. Right? I'm giving
Hmm.
you a cake. You just have to eat it. What are you thinking about?
Okay.
Right. So something like that. Now, can that be a bonus for you? It can be a bonus for you when you know how to use it. Just because you have something, it doesn't mean you know how to use it. Just
Oh,
because you
okay.
have 50 in your name, it doesn't mean you know how to use it. So that's where your homework sadhana is you're talking about, no? That's where it comes into effect. Just because a name
Oh,
change happened, it doesn't mean it will work for you. You until you do your sadhana, it will not work for you. That's called activation, initiation, right? And who is
okay.
initiating? You. You are initiating yourself.
Oh, okay.
That's why no karma to us.
Well done.
So the sadhana is very important, Anna. And so generally, you're talking about signature also because we are doing 11 to 12 dimensions of corrections, which is already too
Mm-hmm.
much. Remember, with just one dimension, you found some blockages being open. Imagine all of a sudden you're going through such terrible life. For example, I really hope
Mm.
nobody does, but some people may go
Mm.
through a very bad life. And for them, all of a sudden, I did corrections, and now they started doing homework.
Okay.
If I give signature also with it, because signature is a extra push for them,
Mm. Yes.
they will become so overwhelmed with the process they want to drop it only. And it happened
Uh,
to one of the people who took name from us. His strength
mm.
was low. Strength was low means we say there's a way to calculate the intensity and amount of prarabdha. That means
Mm.
how much
Okay.
activity you came here to do in this life.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
We talk about in the intro video of numerology where we say, okay, you're here to do only simple, this much activity only. But I give you tools that big. You will not even know
Oh,
how to use it properly. You get so overwhelmed. right?
Got it.
You just want to go to office and come back. All you need is like hero splendor. But I'm giving you a rocket and be like, you go. You don't even know how to operate it, right? Half
Hmm.
the time you're crying only. It's like if I turn on this switch, this is turning on, but I'm still not moving. If I turn on
So
two switches, the rocket just blasted. You understand the point problem, right?
I got.
So for such a person, just doing the 11 to 12 dimensions of name change overwhelmed him so much that the first thing he said after a week is like, Nishantana, my life was so comfortable. Now I'm so confused,
Oh, okay.
right? Because he's not ready to take on more activity and more possibilities. Now,
Hmm.
if you are a sadhaka, you'll take this as an opportunity and be like, hey, now I have more possibility to change my prarabdha.
Okay.
That is a possibility. So my answer to him was, Anna, this is a possibility because you're confused. See, when everything is going well, you're actually not growing.
Hmm.
Things are
Okay.
coming to you simply, right? And you're thinking Devi's grace is happening, Sadhguru's grace is happening. Yeah, they are happening. I have no problem with it. But really, if Sadhguru, I'm telling you this much, that if really Sadhguru's grace comes to you, you will not sit quietly. You will be overwhelmed only. He'll not let you sit quietly. Devi will not let you sit quietly.
Hmm.
They'll make you run around they'll confuse you. They'll make you run around.
Okay.
They'll, that is your sadhana basically. How else can you take on more prarabdha? So I told him, we don't give signature to most of these people who are born with low strength because that will be even too much for them. So
Okay.
we watch their life for at least a year to see that they are able to overcome this overwhelming nature. And if they're not able to overcome the overwhelming nature, we tell them you can go back to your old name, and that is okay. No problem. No offense, right? Not everybody wants to grow in a different way. So that is okay. No problem at all. But the fact that you came to us for a name change, that means you created a possibility within yourself. Like this
Hmm.
samskara will be there, this thing will be there. That at some point, I want to grow, will come to him or her. And this is just a opportunity. That's all. There's so many more opportunities out there in life. There's just one opportunity. So it will come to them at some point. And the signature, by not giving, so after 1 year, for example, there are no confusion, no, and they're realizing that these opportunities are amazingly helping them grow. Then we say, okay, Anna, now we'll give you the signature that suits your date of birth for your strength. This is how you do your signature, just like how you said you got a process for signature. Again, they have to do signature sadhana.
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
Same thing. Why this sadhana is because you're activating that aspect.
Yeah.
That's all. Like you're saying, if you write it, there's a way to, write also. Forget about signature only. Even when you're writing your name, the way you write your name tells a lot of, so much about you.
True.
And there's a whole shastra about it, right? Like you were saying. It's like palm
Yeah,
reading.
that.
There's like a, handwriting reading, actually.
Yeah, this person got initiated from some guru on this.
Yeah.
So
It's a proper science. You can say so many things about you.